Happy summer! Hey, beautiful people, my name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I have my TBR for July, and it's really a TBR for summer because July is that month for me where there is a week that I'm completely not even with internet service. There's 2 weeks that I'm on another vacation where I'll have access to internet, but I'm on vacation. So limited filming, might do some vlogging to show y'all later, but the reading gets a little sporadic as well. So I am just kind of in my mind setting this as a TBR for the rest of summer, July all the way into August, and then I can do kind of an update maybe in August, particularly based on I will pick 2 books to add to my TBR from the next spin, YouTube spin by Rick McDonald. I think that should be due any day now. So I am anticipating where I can do a video, show those 20 books. I will explain how I'm doing those. And then I have a plan that I'm going to be reading a chapter of each of the other books, because these are going to be books that have been sitting on my TBR for a long time. So I may even want to think about unhauling if they're not going to be books for me. So that is coming soon. For July TBR, there are really only 2 books in all of July, maybe 3, that I am definitely absolutely going to read for sure in the month of July. The first is a classic, Thomas Hardy's Jude the Obscure. This is one of my penguin cloth bounds, love them. And I will be buddy reading this with my friend Sandy, Mrs. Reads a Lot. It is on her 1001 countdown, and I am just really emotionally attached to Thomas Hardy. I adore his writing. He also kind of has that Shakespearean tragic style writing that sometimes really, quite frankly, pisses me off. So I look forward to reading this with her, seeing how that goes. I really don't know anything about the plot, and I don't really want to. I like going into particularly Thomas Hardy blind because honestly it might take me for the worst. I also don't need any explanation or want any synopsis for a Jane Austen book, which is going to be my other one, Mansfield Park. This is for the Jane Austen July. This is also a group read on Sandy's Miss Reads a Lot channel. Their Discord is group reading this together, and this is a Jane Austen I have not read, and I have it in the lovely cloth bound penguin classic. So totally going to read those 2 for sure in July, at least for that 1 week that I can focus on reading. Also, because it's July and Independence in the United States, I am going to try to get to Nathaniel Philbrick's Valiant Ambition. This is the story of the Revolution, George Washington, Benedict Arnold, and the fate of the American Revolution. I particularly loved his book Mayflower, learned so much, got very interested in the historical characters, did my own Google research and kind of follow up, which is always the sign of a good book. I thought at first these were kind of nonfiction, but they really are historical fiction. So totally want to get to that in July or August. That will be fine. But because that is not strictly a nonfiction, I need a nonfiction, and that next nonfiction I will pick up is The Rose Hotel. This is by Rahime Andabliam. This is a memoir of a girl who is coming to America, immigrating from Iran, and her adventures in this, talking about her loves and loss and ups and downs of this whole process. So I love the cover. Beautiful. So I look forward to that. And if I get to it, because technically we're talking 2 months, the other nonfiction that's next in line is the Tokyo Romance. This has been up a couple times as a possible TBR for me. So it is moving up the list, and I'm going to get to it sometime, hopefully in the next couple months. For my new release, it did come out this past month, but it got bumped to later in the summer. But I am super excited to read The Wedding Dress Sewing Circle. This is getting a lot of great hype and reviews. Nonfiction kind of book talking more about a sewing circle of wedding dress during wartime and trying to keep brides beautiful and all of that kind of good stuff. That's about all I know about it. I'm totally down with that. So hopefully by the end of August that will get read. For my vacation summer beach read, of course, I have yet to read Emily Henry's beach read. I loved People You Meet on Vacation, and I loved Book Lovers. So it's only natural that I need to pick this up. And a lot of people say this is the favorite one, and the other two are already 5 stars for me. So this I'm taking on that vacation and hoping that it'll be quick and fun and easy. And this will most likely for sure get read in July. And then just because it's my priority, that doesn't fit into any other category, but I am just most excited to read it, is Robert Jordan's The Great Hunt. I did just finish the Wheel of Time series on TV of season 1. I want to get ready for season 2. I love the TV series. I know it's different from the book in a lot of significant ways, but I liked them both. And I'm super happy that I read the book, because of course the book is better. It just almost always is, right? But it is. The book is much better than the TV, but I did appreciate the TV, and I did actually, a couple of the changes that they made, I totally support why they would want to do that, particularly for TV versus when, you can't always be as well into people's thoughts and minds as you can in a book, which I love. Isn't that probably why books are better? So anyway, The Wheel of Time is basically a epic fantasy. There is magic systems and great forces of kind of what appears to be anyway evil at work, although really in these things you're trying to figure out who's good and who's bad, because a lot of times it's just kind of bent on humanistic goals and power and all those kind of plots. So this one, because it's The Great Hunt, there is a mystical artifact that has been kind of stolen, and so this is the great chase across the world and universe, trying to get this back so that we can kind of have the next piece of the puzzle. There's like 14 books in this series, and this is the second one, so there is a long way to go before we figure out what all this stuff is. We are still getting to know new characters, getting to know the world and the universe, and I love that. I love world building and character driven plots, so, and this one should have enough plots and action to hold my attention. I'm super excited to pick this up and at least get it started in the summer. So the 2 that are from the spin plus those 8, that is 10 on my TBR, again for July into August, and we will do a little update in August. And stay tuned for a video on my 20 books, why I've got those 20 books, which 2 get picked on the spin, and then the other ones will become try a chapter and possibly unhauls, and I would love your opinions on that. So if you're not subscribed to follow along, please consider doing so. If you are, thank you for being part. I get so geeky excited about these books, y'all. Thank you for being part. Y'all have a wonderful day. Happy reading.